All right. Good morning, boys and girls. Today, we're going to move to a new unit. And the new unit today is Unit 8. Unit 8. Okay. Today we're going to do lessons 1 and lesson 2. We're going to try to speed it up. We've got 2 tricky words. Well, actually, like 3 tricky words to learn today. But honestly, these tricky words should be reviewed for you, okay? Because we've already had them as our sight words, okay? So, it's going to be real easy day. All right, give me 1 second. That work? All right. Here we go. We're going to start out by reviewing our vowel sounds. Do you remember when we did this at the beginning? When we learned our vowel sounds? And so we would go it, it, Good. I kind of tricked you a little bit on that one, did I? You never know. All right. Real quick, we're going to do the letter name and the letter sound. Here we go. M. This is B. Remember, the belly for the B.
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone absent in your room today?
Yes, we have Rowan Fletcher, Kenneth McCraw, and Brooklyn Marion.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Remember, the B, the belly part is going to point to the right. Okay, don't forget that. Okay. All right, next one. Here we go. Good job. You can just dump that. Okay, that'll work. All right, now we're going to move to our digraphs. Our digraphs. All right, we have the what. Good. And we know that this is crazy, quiet, Sean. And then our video that we watched this morning, and my online people, I put that video on for you. We learned about impolite Theo, right? Impolite Theo. And impolite Theo says what? Or the. Because impolite Theo is impolite because he sticks out his tongue. Good. All right. So we're going to review our tricky words. Now, are these all the tricky words that we've learned? No. These are only a few. Okay, these are only a few. Okay, but let's review them. And I'm going to ask some people to tell me the word instead of us all calling it out. Okay? Okay. Liam, let's start with you. Calliope. Emma. I. Remember, that's a word, right? Lucy. Good. Rosie. Good. Levi. Good. Sophia. Down. Good. Hold on. Okay. One more. Shaylin.
Out.
Good. And Ashton. Of. Yeah. Of. All right. Today, this is our tricky word. Who knows what this word is? I bet a lot of you do because we've already had it on our sight words, haven't we? Yes, Dylan, what is this word? Okay. Close. If I cover up this N-Y, yes, that is the word fun, right? But this N-Y changes the whole word. Olivia, do you know what this word is? Funny. Good. Funny. All right. Now look. The F in this word does say, the U in this word does say, the one N says, but there are two N's. And when there are two N's, how many? It makes the same sound, but it just makes one of those sounds, right? So instead of going it's just you don't even really have to look at that one. It's kind of like yeah, it's kind of extra, but it just makes one sound. However, we know Y says what? Yeah. Now, yeah. Funya. It's supposed to be fun. E. So this Y is actually going to make the E sound. Is that what we've learned? No. That's what makes this word a tricky word. Good. Let's see. How would I like to try to read this sentence at the bottom for me? Lucy. Laugh. What's this little guy? Clowns. Good. Clown. Let's read this sentence together.
I laugh at the funny clown.
Good. Okay. Now, before we move on, I want to go to the next tricky word. You know how I told you that we were going to do a couple of tricky words today? Mm-hmm. All right. So, let's go to this tricky word. Who knows what this word is? Dylan. All. Good. Everybody say all. A-L-L.
All.
Good. Now, if I were to try to sound this out, it would be A-O-O. Ow. No. This is the word what? All. So you hear ah-o. All. This is why it is a tricky word. Who would like to try to read this sentence for me? Olivia. Outside. Good, let's read it all together.
They all
went
went
outside. When you're talking about all of us, right. It's all a group. You're right. It's a group. Okay? All right. So those are our tricky words for today. Now, I'm going back here so that I can want you to pull out your picture reader. And we're going to read the stories that go along with funny and what? All. Funny and all. Good. Once you get out your picture reader, I would like for you to turn to page 111. 111. What is 111 going to look like? Right, a 1 and a 1 and a 1. Yes, Rosie. Rosie, go let me something. All right. 111 is what we should be on. 111. All right, what are we going to do with our finger? Good, let's exercise it. Here we go. Up, down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Up, down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. Okay. So the first word that our finger should be on this page is what word? Funny. Good. Rosie, I'm going to need for you to sign page 111.
111.
All right, here we go. Let's read it. Funny clown. I don't hear people reading with me, and I don't see fingers. Here we go. Funny clown. Good. Let's turn to the next page. All right. Everybody's fingers should be what?
On the word.
On the word. That's right. All right. Dylan, would you like to read that for me? Good. Everybody, here we go.
I look at the funny clown.
Good. All right. Next one. Next one. Put your finger on that first word. Olivia, would you like to read it for me?
I look at the funny dog.
Good. Let's read it all together. I look at
the funny dog.
dog. Good job. All right. Next one. Leah, read the next sentence for me.
I look at the funny clown. The funny fish.
A funny fish. Do you know what cool about that, Leah? That is called a clownfish. Did you know that? Oh, so that's why I thought you said clown.
It's like Finding Nemo.
Yeah, it kind of is. All right, next one. Calliope, read that last sentence for me.
I look at the funny frog.
Good, everybody, we go.
I look at the funny frog.
Frog. Good job. All right. So in that story, we read the word what?
Funny.
Funny. What other word in there was underlined? Rosie?
Look.
Look. That's right. Look. Okay? Oh. All right. Now, we're going to stay on the next page that has that next word. What is that next word? All. That's exactly right. That next word is all. Let's spell all together. A-L-L. All. Good. All right. Turn over to the next page. When you turn over to the next page, this is what it should look like. All right. What should we be doing with our fingers? Pointing. Let's do our exercises again just to make sure. Up, down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Up, down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, so our fingers should be woken up. Well, no, I might need to do that with my body. Up, down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Woo! I can't wake up this morning. All right. So, first person, Levi, can you read that first sentence for me? Good job. All right, let's read that first sentence together. I can look up at all the stars. Fantastic. All right, next sentence. Luke, read it for me. Oh, try again. All. Good. Let's read it together. Here we go.
I can look at
Down at all the fish in the water. Good. All right. Next and last sentence. Piper, can you read that last sentence for me? Piper, I'm gonna let you rest because it sounds like you're a little hoarse, okay? Those allergies got you bad, okay? Shaylin, can you read that last sentence for me?
I look at all of
All
the
the
in
cookies.
cookies in the oven.
Good. Let's read that together. I look at all the cookies in the oven. Good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our skills book pages. But before you pull out your skills book, let me explain it to you. Okay? In your skills books, because we're going to have a couple pages because we're doing 2 lessons. Okay? Miss McMillan's going to pass out your new skills book in just a minute after I explain it. Not now, because I know you guys will pull them out. All right, you're going to go to 1.1. It's got one of our tricky words on it. What is it? Funny. You're going to write the word in the blank line. Once you write the word in the blank line, then you're going to go back and read it. So, the clown is funny. Good. There is a front and there is a back. Okay? Then you're going to skip on over to 2.1. At 2.1, you're going to have the word what?
Oh.
Oh. You're gonna write all in these blank lines, and then you're gonna read the sentence. I can look up at all the stars. Okay, there is a front and there is a back. So let's review. Which pages are we gonna do? 1.1 and 2.1. Good. All right, online people, we'll be back in just a minute to do our skill 8. Okay. All right. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and read in our new Skills 8 readers. So we should have our Skills 8 reader out, and I want you to look at the cover on the Skills 8 reader. Okay, let's look at the what do you guys see in that picture? Let's talk about that picture. Like, what do you see? What? Humans. Yeah, you see people. What else do you see, Kanan?
Water.
Water. Yes. Lucy, what do you see?
I see school students and a teacher.
It looks like school students and a teacher, doesn't it? Absolutely. Dylan.
I see a little lighthouse in the background.
A lighthouse in the background. If you're seeing that water and the lighthouse, what setting do you think they're in? At the beach. That's right. Yeah, it looks like they're at the beach. Maybe we should all take a field trip to the beach.
Yes.
All right. Down here at the bottom, it has the title. It has the title. You can read that title for me. Rosie. Okay, it's Sam. Good. So this book, the title of it is called what? What do you think this book is going to be about? Maybe about Sam. What else? Just by looking at the cover. Sam with his mom. Okay, that's a good prediction. Calliope. Sam and his friends. Okay, Olivia. Sam at school, maybe. Those are all good predictions. We're going to read it to find out. But before we read it, let's look at these words and these spellings. So I want you to close your book. I want you to put them down on your desk. And I want you to put your hands in your lap and look up here. Okay? I really need you to pay attention. Okay? All right. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so this sound is what? Let's sound this word out. Yes. Yes. So let's look at this word. And then. Good. All right, this word, what sound does this make? Ish.
Fish.
Good. What sound does this make? Good. Good. Let's sound it out.
Beans.
Rain. Good. Let's sound this one out. What? Swing. Good. Swing. Okay. All right. So those are some spellings that you are going to see in this story. Now, let's look at these vocabulary words. Okay, let's look at these vocabulary words. Who thinks they know what this word is? Kanan, what do you think that word is? Pond. That's right. And you can look right here and see that it is a pond. A pond is a small lake. You guys agree to that?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. All right. Who thinks they know what this word is? Calliope. Rod. Right. Is this a rod? Yeah. What do you use a rod for? To go fishing. That's right. It's a pole used for going fishing. Good. So those are some of the vocabulary that you are going to see in this story. All right. In just a moment, we're going to read the story called Sam and the Fish. Let's read that title together. Sam and the Fish. Good. What do you think this is? Sam. Just by reading the title, what do you think this story is going to be about? Dylan, what do you think it's going to be about? Sam's going to go fishing? Okay. Calliope. Sam's going to be seeing fish. Olivia. Sam's going to be fishing for fish. Great. Those are all really good predictions. Those are all really good predictions. So I'm going to tell you why we're going to read the story. We're going to read the story about Seth's dad. Seth's dad. Remember we read about Seth's last story? Okay. I want you to pay special attention to the story so that you can tell me some of the things about his dad. Okay. Ready? Okay. Excellent. So where can we find what page that this is on?
Table of contents.
The table of contents, right. And if we are looking at the table of contents, should everybody be looking at the table of contents right now? Yes. If we are looking at the table of contents, what page does it say that Sam and the fish is on? What page? What page? 2. Page 2. That's right. So everybody needs to turn to page 2. Right. All right, let's read the title together. Sam and the fish. Good. All right, I'm going to ask some of you to read. If I get to you. Even though, like I said before, everybody in here does a really good job at reading something. And I'm very proud of you. All right. Here. Oh, he's not here. Rosie, will you read that first sentence for me? Good. Kanan, can you turn around? All right, let's read this sentence together. Here we go. This is Sam. So who is this?
Sam.
Sam. Excellent. All right, next page. Olivia, will you read that first sentence for me? Good. Let's read it all together. Sam and his dad fish in a pond. Good. Good, good, good. Shaylin, next sentence.
Sam's dad.
Brings
Brings a
rod.
rod.
Good. Everybody, let's read this sentence together. Sam's dad brings a
Rod.
rod. Good. Good, good, good. Lucy, next sentence. Good. Let's read this all together. Sam brings a net. So, where's Sam and his dad going, Olivia? To the pond. What does Sam's dad bring? Calliope. A rod. Good. And what does Sam bring, Dylan? A net. Good. Let's go to the next page. Dylan, can you read that next sentence for me? Good job. Let's read it all together. Sam and his dad sit and sit. Why do they have to sit and sit? Dylan, what are they waiting on? Get a fish on the rod. Good. All right, next one, Calliope. The and sum it up. Good. Then that. Look at that. That's an exclamation point. When we read that, we need to put some feeling into it. So you would go, then that. Let's read that together. Then that. Okay. All right. Sophia, you want to read the next sentence? Okay. Good job. Let's read that all together. Sam's dad gets a fish. Good job. Yeah, so many people out today. Levi, next sentence. Good. Let's read it all together. The fish jumps. Good. Excellent. Luke, next sentence.
The fish.
Okay, let's sound it out. What? Okay. With swim. Let's read this together. The fish swims and swim. Good. Swim. Next, last sentence on this page. Oh, who's that? Good. Let's read that all together. Sam's dad tugs on the rod. Good. Look at a fish. Piper, who caught a fish? Sam's dad. Good. What does the fish do after Sam's dad gets it on the rod? Olivia. It jumps. And what else does it do? It twists and jumps. What did Sam's dad do to get it to stop twisting and jumping? Lucy, he tugged on the rod. He pulled it up. That's right. All right, next page. These stories are getting quite longer, aren't they? Love it. Love, love, love it. All right, Kanan, read this sentence for me. The fish swim past Sam. Let's read this all together. Here we go. The fish swim past Sam. Good. All right, I'm gonna start all over. All right, Levi, do you want to read the next sentence? Go. Let's sound it out. Wings. Swings. Kids. Gotta sound it out. Net. Let's read this sentence together. Sam swings his net. If we come to a word that we don't necessarily know how to read just like that, we need to sound it out. Okay? All right. Next sentence. Fluffy.
Net.
Good. Let's read this together. Sam lifts up the net. Good. Leah, next sentence. Good. Let's read it all together. The fish is in the net. Good. Shaylin, last sentence.
Sam and his dad
Grin. Good. Let's let that person try it out. Okay? Grin. That's good. She was sounding it out. Let's read it together. Here we go. Sam and his dad grin. What does it mean to grin, Dylan? To smile. Why do you think Sam and his dad are grinning? Because they caught a fish. How do they get the fish out of the water? Dylan. Good, because Sam got it out with his net. Good. All right, let's answer some questions. And as we are answering these questions, how do I want you to answer them? In a complete sentence. Good. Raise your hand to answer. Who are the main characters in the story? Luke. Sentence. The main. His dad and who else was in it? Sam. Good. Sam and his dad. All right. What is the setting of the story? Lucy. They were by the pond. Good job. Who brings the rod to the pond? Dylan. Sam's dad, right, good job. What does Sam bring to the pond? Calliope. Can you tell me in a sentence? Perfect. Sam brings his net. Good. All right. Excellent. So today we learned some new tricky words and we read the story, Sam and the Fish. Tomorrow we will do lesson 3 and 4. So today we did lesson 1 and 2. And tomorrow we will do lesson 3. Okay? All right. I will see